Hi guys, welcome to this midweek plumber parts comments video. Now as you know from the comments videos we've done in the past, we usually do 3 videos or whatever's worth of comments in this one comments video. But because we had so many comments in this particular video all about fitting the bath taps in my bathroom job, wicked, really happy with that job. So then guys, there you go, all done. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I hope it's given you a bit of an idea as to how to tackle this sort of job. And we're filming this on the 27th, Monday, aren't we? Monday the 27th. Yep. This is an idea of how little I've done in my bathroom over the last couple of weeks. Obviously the big G unit died. So yeah, anyway, what I wanted to do is just address some of your comments on here, because some of them were like, you know what, Harry, why don't we just have a look together through everything, yeah? And we can do that with the comments now. So hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell if you haven't done already. And if any of my videos have helped you out, there's a little thanks button just below the video bit here. You can click that and give us a pint. Yes. Anyway, let's get on with this video. Remember, it's a whole day. Right, so this was from the video, how to install recessed wall-mounted bath tap. Bathroom renovation, part 9. Probably one of my favourite parts. Because it is really, you know, getting along. And let everyone see. Look, this is where we are at the moment in here. Check it out. Come and have a look, man. Come around and have a look. Look. So you've got them sticking out. Everything's ready to go. Yeah, but it was a complicated job. Complicated by the fact that we had a problem with the threads on those bath tap jobbies. But anyway, it's a few of the questions. So a lot of the things that people were saying about on this video is the cement board here that we've got, this lovely cement board, and the ply underneath. Now we had a few people say, so James Swinyard here said, I had similar issues, ended up using no more ply and just used 12mm cement board. Really solid stuff. Well, very good, mate. And it is solid, but we'll come to why I use ply in a minute, okay. Been watching and learning from your videos for years. Thanks for taking the time, said Simon Oldrid? Yeah. And then DB Plumbing and Heating is obviously a plumber, right? And you know, we've all got our own ways of doing stuff. He said, could you not recess the ply between your studs so face of the ply is level with the face of the studs before gaining 6 to 9mm of depth on the valve? Now I know exactly what you're on about there, mate. What we're not doing on this job is just having the ply where the bath taps are. The ply is going all up the wall and all around, as you can see now, or you know, a few minutes ago you see it. It's all going around up there. The reason I've done that is because when it comes to a point where I'm putting up the shower screen and all that sort of thing, I like to have a little bit of ply for the screws to go into. So you think like 6mm board like that, okay, it's magic, and you probably are going to get a decent sort of screw mount in that, or especially if you do it at 12mm. But if you've got that ply underneath, you know straight away, every time you're going through, you're going to get really good fixing. Jeff Japes said, top video, James. Soon to be tackling a bathroom refurb, so some great nuggets and potential pitfalls to look out for. After seeing your heat mat and tile under your soldering when doing the filler valves, I was then waiting for you to set light to the floor membrane. Ah, there we go, that is one thing. Someone did say on the floor membrane as well, this is naughty sir. Naughty sir. Naut to sir. So you tank the floor, then cut holes in it for the pipes. Have I missed something? Come on, Harry, let's have a look down here. He's on about these bits down here. Have a right look right under there. See, look, I've cut the holes for the pipes just down there, okay? Yeah? Yeah, I have done that. Yeah? What do you want me to do? Not tank the floor? It's much better. I mean, you know, I had some tanking left over. This is this stuff here, Harry, this stuff that says Impy on it. I had some tanking left over. I thought, you know what? I'll do an absolutely proper job. But there's always going to be pipes coming out of the floor there. It's just a pile of life. But you might have noticed this little thing. I did layer. So these are actually raised up. So if there's any other leaks around here, it's not going to get in there straight away. And let's face it, it's getting tiled. It's never going to leak. I know what I'm doing. Ah, dearie me. Now, whoever, I mean, someone's got a YouTube name that is just the letter L. I mean, that is early doors YouTube. That must have been a member for years. It said, might be a dumb question, but how would you know that there's no leaks on the other side of the wall? And he's talking about the pipes that go through there and into the back of the bath bit, okay? And someone actually said, Simon Stone's replied to that, he said, the dilemma of a bathroom fitter. You don't really know, okay? You just got to back your own brilliance at this job. But there is a couple of little tricks you can use. For instance, we've got a pressurised hot and cold water system here. So we can turn those two valves off there, open up the two lever valves underneath the bath, and then shut them again. Wait a few minutes and then slowly open them. If you can just hear a slight hiss, it might indicate that you've got a little bit of a leak and you need to have a look at it. But we haven't had that yet. The ceiling downstairs hasn't fallen down, just like Fred Morozov said, stains on the ceiling. And everything seems to be fine, so no big deal there. Bailey Mokes said, I didn't think you could use yellow tin hawk white on a potable water system. And you would be right, mate. That was just a cock up on my part. I hold my hands up, all right? Massive cock up. Just going to interrupt this video that we're doing at the moment to tell you about, well, I just want to tell you about, well, I don't want to show it to you yet because I'm doing a new loadout on my tools and I'm wondering whether you lot want to see this loadout. I did get some of the stuff from ITS. If you haven't done already, check out ITS's website. I'll leave links to that below, but you can find literally thousands of things to spend your money on with reckless abandon. Tools, boxes, PPE, access, storage. They've got loads of reviews on Trustpilot and not the fake ones where everyone on there has only just left one review. These are real reviews, okay? You're going to get pretty much next day delivery on most of the stuff you order and they're really quick. I mean, everything I've ordered, and one of them I want to show you, but I can't yet. Let me know if you want the pack out video and I'll show it to you. That I ordered that one day and it was here the next day. That's the sort of thing I want when I'm ordering tools. I want to get them here so I can use them, so I can break them, so I have the excuse to spend more money on more tools. So check out ITS's website if you get a sec. Let's get back to the comments video that we're doing today from my bucket.
ITS, spend money on tools with reckless abandon.
Darren Smith, he said, I fitted the exact same taps last month. The threads are too short. After a change of plan and a few choice words, all was well and the taps look lovely. Annoying though. And I did reply, I said, it's a shame most watching this video don't realise it. And maybe it was my fault for not showing it properly in the video, but they are too short. And for the sake of another 5mm of thread, we'd all be happy, you know, and there wouldn't be a problem. And I wouldn't be drinking, but you know, that's how it is. They haven't changed it. Adam Routley said, this channel has helped me so much since moving into our 60s bungalow. This channel has given me the confidence to rip out the whole bathroom and refit a new one. I hope you've done it. I'm going to tackle a new central heating system off my newfound confidence thanks to this channel. Just need to find a plumber who will move my boiler and is happy with me doing the donkey work. You know what? Sometimes you do find there are plumbers like that out there. But sometimes you don't. Some of them get really annoyed about it. And I know for a fact that a lot of the plumbers who comment on this channel get annoyed about me telling people about the tricks that I give out. But I don't know, most of the stuff I'm telling people is things that most plumbers can't be asked to do when they get called out for anyway. They just want to do new boilers, unvented cylinders, radiator changes. They don't want to come out and fix your leaking tap. Even though it is a job I'm doing later on today for a mate of mine at his mum's house. Oh yeah, I want to thank everyone who gave thanks in this. Adrian Reed did, Mike Fairbrass. Is he a relation to Right Said Fred? That's the Fairbrass brothers. I think it is. Simon Aldred did, thank you mate. Tommy Blackman, James, David Thomas, Reenie Beastie. Jeff Nicholson gave us 50 quid on this video. That is insane. That is a lot of beer. Well, it's probably about
10 pints.
That is, yeah, 10 pints. So 2 nights worth of drinking for me. I'm getting old. 5 pints is enough now. And then a glass of wine, watch a bit of the Ryder Cup, bed. Dara Keane gave us a tenner. Brian Wood gave us 2 quid. But yeah, really nice to see that. Now, someone said, I can't see the comment. Oh, here we go. Would be funny, this is Daisy73, said, would be funny if once you put the bath in, you can't isolate the lever valves. And and then there was quite a lot of chat after this. Stuntman Will said, I was just searching the comments to see if someone had mentioned this as well. Daniel said, I thought exactly this. And yeah, but look, let's see. Look, come down here now. The lever valves are there. And they work. Look, they work fine. You can move them beautifully. All right? Beautiful. So look, I'm not going to answer any more of your comments because I think the main ones that we got out of this was the fact that the hardy backer and the plywood and the depth of everything was, you know, a certain thing. But if we have a little bit of a look about what we're going to do here, you can get a bit of an idea. So we've got, obviously now we've got effectively a point where we second fix the bath, but we're not going to be doing that until we do our tiles. I'm going to be doing this job a slightly cack-handed way round. here are our floor tiles here, chosen for by my lovely wife. I said to her, we want something that's got a little bit of stuff on it, otherwise they always look dirty. Don't ever get plain floor tiles, all right? Always get something with a bit of a pattern on there. But the thing is, why it's a little bit of an arse and about face way for us to do it, this job, is because usually you'd put the bath in and the side panel in first, then take the side panel out and then just tile sort of, you know, a couple of inches underneath the bath where the side panel will go down. I'm not going to do that this time around. I'm going to tile the floor first, and then I'm going to have an exact height then, using my bath panel, of where I want to put the bath. So come back in the next Plumber Parts video when we're in here. It's going to be very soon. It might be this Saturday, it might be next. But we'll be in here, we'll be getting the tiles down, and we'll be getting the bath leveled out, we'll be getting the tiles up on the wall. You can watch me do all that. It probably will be sped up because, let's face it, once you've seen one tile laid, you've seen them all. There's one slight issue that we've got in here. I don't know if you can capture this, Harry, but we've definitely got a little bit of a drop in the floor over here. I don't know what's happened, maybe, I don't know, it just seems to sort of run down there a little bit. I have lived in very old houses in the past, and it's kind of something that, if you've worked in old houses and you've done tiling in them, you're going to have to sort of get round issues like that, and that's what we're going to have to do here. In fact, I think we're just going to have to tile it, and, you know, it'll just be what it is. I think once you've got like the vanity unit here and the radiator there, you're probably not going to notice it anyway, apart from when you dribble water off yourself after you've had a nice lathery shower and it starts running into that corner. This bit here, we're just going to cut this up here and across there. There's going to be some boxing here. I was going to try and get it so we only have one of these, but I think that's going to be ambitious. So we're going to put a piece of wood up here. We'll have another cistern on there, toilet here, toilet bidet no doubt. I did have a takeaway, and I really wish the day after that we had a bidet, because I needed a shower after I'd done a massive shit. Anyway, thanks for watching today's comments video. Love you all. Remember to hold tight.